So another issue that we need to talk about is this. So for example, a low risk investment, there are a lot of low risk investments in your 40s. But again, they are subject to context and the situation. Somebody say, Shadwick, that means I have to buy a lot of bonds. I'm not talking about that. Okay? Yes, bonds have got a low risk investment, but they also have a very high risk because they could lock up your capital for 5 years for no meaningful return, just like stocks, just like Bitcoin, just like every other investment. So we have to identify investments that are low risk, but they give you a good return, a meaningful return, not just low risk. Low risk alone is not a passport to success. You need, if you're going to get a low risk investment but has got a good return, boom, that's your investment. Okay? Because you want to protect your capital from volatility in your 40s. 40s, think land. Think land. Rental properties, student housing, small commercial spaces. This is what, because why am I saying think land and think rental properties? In your 40s, you want to build predictable cash flows. Predictable cash flow. You need to be able to predict how much money you're going to make in the next 12 months. In your 40s, you don't want to be wondering. No. There should be some type of clarity of purpose in your 40s. Such, you know, if I put my 20,000 in this investment, I'm going to be making so much in the next 12 months. There should be some level of clarity in your 40s. That's what I'm thinking about rental properties, especially student housing, because these are the ones that are able to pay you more money quickly. Okay? We can talk about other investments, but not here. Private session, I'll be able to go more detailed. In your 40s, you have to think about retirement planning, because now you are closer to your retirement. So you want to maximize NAPSA and the private pension schemes. You want to understand your average replacement ratio for you to live a life that you want after retirement. So in your 40s, you begin to think about retirement. You think about replacement ratios. How much money can I be saving every month to come and live this kind of lifestyle? What is your financial freedom number? You should be able to know in your 40s very clearly what you're working with. Okay? What you're working with. You'll be able to know. Okay? You'll be able to know. In your 40s, you want to diversify aggressively. Avoid putting more funds into one class of assets. Like I see some people, they get all their pension, they go and put in Bitcoin. All their pension, they go and put in bonds. All their pension, they go and put in stocks. All their pension, they go and put in land. Moron, you are 40. Like in your 40s, you want to make smart decisions that are very realistic, that are, that are able to involve context, that are able to put into consideration your situation. You want to be very honest with yourself in your 40s. Don't lie to yourself like you used to lie to when you are in your 20s. No. Now you are 40. You have a few years to go before you die. Okay? In your 40s, you've lived more than half of your life. That's the fact. Very few people go above 80 in this country. Many people die with between 62 and 66. So, when you are 40, you have to be very clear what you want to do. So you want to put your money not in one class of assets. You have to have a health diversified portfolio spread across fixed income, real estate, and of course some safe growth, some safe equities, some safe investments, some safe businesses that can be able to give you money over the long term. Here's an example, okay? If you have 500,000 kwacha, for example, and you're in your 40s, what I say, if you're in your 40s, and then you make an investment at 19% per annum, that investment that you've put in at 19% per annum is going to be giving you 95,000 kwacha without lifting a finger. So 95,000 annually is not a lot of money, because you divide 95,000 by 12, that is less than 10 pin per month. Okay, that's if you have 500,000 kwacha, you invest at 19%. I know investments that can give 19%. Okay, I don't want to mention them here to avoid misleading people, but in a private session we can discuss. Here's my bonus. So in your 40s, you have to be very sober. Here's my bonus for those in their 30s. those who are experiencing a G spot, okay? Sweet spot. A G spot is a sweetest spot that you ever experience in your entire life. This is the sweetest spot that anybody can ever think of. G spot. You don't want to mess up with a G spot, okay? You don't want to mess up. Don't let the G spot just go to waste. No. Make use of the G spot. Make use of it. G spot is the way to go because the G spot really gives you lots of benefits. And I hope that you're not misusing your G spot, because if you are misusing your G spot, you're going to regret in your 50s, in your 60s, when you have no strength. Now that you have strength, make use of your G spot. Let it work for you. Let it work for you, okay?